So, thought of the day: carry guns versus duty guns. What's the difference? Should there be a difference? That kind of thing. So I've gotten to talk to a lot of cops in the last few months, both active duty cops, retired cops, stuff like that. And I've noticed that there is, for many cops, at least the ones I've talked to, there is a line between a duty gun and a carry gun. This kind of delineation between the two. Guns that, I'll only accept this gun or, these few guns as things I would carry on duty when, I put myself daily for my job into a bad situation. But when I'm off duty, I'll take these. And this came up recently because I was having a conversation with a couple of guys, and we were talking about the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield, which I'm not the biggest fan of, right? Don't really like it. It's fine if you like it. I'm not going to get into why I don't like the gun, but it's just not a gun for me. And we were talking about how there's no way in hell that these guys would ever carry that as a duty gun, but several of them owned it as just regular everyday carry guns for when they're not on duty. And I thought this was strange because I don't think there should be a delineation between what you would be willing to carry if you had a job where you carried a gun and put yourself, let's say, in, more dangerous situations potentially than just if you were going out with your family to eat or the store or whatever. I don't think there should be a delineation. Now, I've, for a long time, when it comes to, guns that I'm like, okay, that's a quote unquote go-to gun for me, right? I've kind of lived by the shit hit the fan theory, right? Like, if shit hit the fan while I was out at the grocery store or at a restaurant or whatever, and it could be everything from just somebody trying to mug me or full-blown, all of a sudden, Mad Max happens, right? What gun would I want with me? And yeah, I've got guns that I don't put in that category, but those aren't carry guns for me, so not really applicable there. And I've always tried to maintain that yeah, I mean, whatever I would want in the worst possible situation is probably what I should be carrying. Okay? And I don't understand this line of thought, this delineation between the two. And look, you don't have to have a job where you carry a gun every day, or where you might find yourselves, because of your chosen vocation, in more dangerous situations than the average everyday person. Just think of like, hey, if shit hit the fan right now, what gun would I want? Would you want the gun you're currently carrying, or would you want something that you trust more, something bigger, something higher capacity, bigger caliber, whatever it may be? I mean, that's what you should be carrying every day. There shouldn't be a line between what you're willing to have on you in the worst of possible situations and what you will just carry every day just for shiggles, I guess. And look, yes, I'm not going to sit there and be hypocritical. I've thrown a little 380 pocket pistol in my pocket before when I was wearing shorts and T-shirt and stuff like that. I've done that. We've all done that. But when I do that, do I know I'm probably making the wrong choice, especially if something bad does happen? Yeah, I do, but I try not to do that as much as possible. And it's certainly something that I am well aware of when I'm doing it. The fact of the matter is, there should not be a difference between a duty gun and an everyday carry gun. It should be the same thing. If you don't trust something enough to carry it, either on duty or in a really, really bad scenario, it shouldn't be something you carry every day, especially with things going on in the world the way they are right now, where people are doing crazy things. Don't you want the best of the best on you at all times, whatever that is for you, whether it's a SIG or a Beretta or a Glock or whatever you trust the most? Isn't that what you should have on you all the time? I mean, I think The answer is pretty self-evident. Yes. Yes. Duty guns and carry guns should be the same thing, whether or not you're a cop or in the military or carry a gun for any reason for your job. You should always seek to carry the best on you at all times to protect yourself, to protect others, your family, your friends, whatever scenario, whatever situation you're in. Always make sure you are carrying the gun you trust the most and the gun that you have the highest faith will get you out of the worst situations.